So yeah, we're Bluntrock Brewery. We're a nano brewery and tap room, kind of like a brew pub. We're based in North Cornwall, in Rock, and everything we brew, we sell here in our lovely tap room.
So the brew house is here. These are all the fermentation tanks, and we kind of brew modern styles of beer, so hazy IPAs, heavily kind of fruited sour beers, and big, strong stouts.
Before getting set up with Wildanet, and before the tap room was actually properly finished, we were outside in the other container, basically just selling via card payments through a personal hotspot from my phone, and sometimes that would cut out and it was a bit annoying.
Without having the Wi-Fi powered CCTV, we aren't allowed to serve alcohol. So yeah, we run our web shop, it's all online. Basically everything we do is online. You know, all the transactions, we don't take cash, so every transaction requires internet to go through. So we're completely dependent on having a good Wi-Fi signal. We chose Wildanet because we initially we were looking at going through another provider, and it was going to be really expensive to set up with them. And then we kind of had a date for them to come do the installation, and they just never turned up. When we opened the tap room, as I said, we were kind of inside the containers, and it was the week we were opening, and we were like, we still haven't got any proper Wi-Fi. We've been let down by the other provider. We need to have a solution in place now, because running the opening night with our hotspots on our phone was just not going to work. So we were kind of in a sticky situation, and we kind of called Wildanet.
We had an instant reply and an instant kind of call out all the team.
Well, it was just super quick. It was a phone call the day before. The day after, 2 engineers came, put the mast up, and within kind of 5 hours, we were fully online. So it was great, really.
So Wildanet, compared to the other provider that we were trying to get set up with, we were trying to get set up with them for like 2 months beforehand. So as you can imagine, that kind of draws a picture of how much better, in my eyes, Wildanet are.
So having Wildanet has actually allowed us to run the business, because not having internet, we just wouldn't be able to work. Until we run on the internet, we're a very social media based kind of company. We do all our marketing and advertising via social media, and having a bad signal up here, because the phone signal's not very good, it really would have made things difficult.
So yeah, we obviously needed internet to start trading properly, and then when Wildanet came along and set us up with our Wi-Fi, it was a bit of a saving grace.
Yeah, I would absolutely recommend Wildanet, especially down here where it's geographically kind of fairly difficult to get decent Wi-Fi, or a lot of places, and also having dealt with the other providers, the comparison between Wildanet and the other provider, it's so quick, it's so easy, and it was just a phone call. The next day we were online. There was no waiting time or anything.
I have been just generally really impressed. Obviously Wildanet are a fairly new company, and just the level of customer service was just amazing, and the responses we got, not many companies have that good customer service, and I was just impressed with how quickly we got set up.
I can really recommend Wildanet. It was so quick and easy. It just took all the stress out of trying to sort Wi-Fi, especially in a short period of time that we needed it. 10 out of 10.